Okay, we're going to graph this piecewise function, and so I like to start by visualizing what each piece should look like before I get too far. So f of x equals negative 2x is going to be a line. F of x equals x squared plus 1 is going to be part of a parabola. And f of x equals 1/2 x cubed plus 1 is going to be part of a cubic curve. So let's keep in mind that only the top one will be straight and the other two will be curved. Now let's find some points on each one. So starting with f of x equals negative 2x, I'm going to substitute negative 3 in since that's one of my endpoints. Negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. And then I'm also going to substitute in negative 1. Even though it says less than negative 1 and it doesn't say less than or equal to negative 1, I'm going to use it as an open circle to show where that piece is going to stop. So when I do that, I get negative 1, 2. So we have a closed circle at negative 3, 6. And we have an open circle at negative 1, 2. And that's just linear. Okay, moving on to the second piece. We're going to make a closed circle at negative 1. So we substitute that in. Negative 1 squared plus 1 is 2. And then we're also going to make a closed circle at 2. So we substitute that in. 2 squared plus 1 is 5. So closed circle at negative 1, 2. But we just drew an open circle there. So what we end up doing is filling in that open circle. And then closed circle at 2, 5. And remember that this is going to be part of a parabola. And this particular parabola, if you were graphing the whole thing, y equals x squared plus 1, it would have its vertex up at a height of 1. So what we should expect to see is this parabola dip down and then go back up. And then finally, for the third piece, let's substitute 2 in. And remember, because it doesn't say less than or equal to, it just says less than, this one's going to be an open circle. So when we substitute 2 in, we get 2 cubed, which is 8, times 1/2, so that's 4, plus 1 is 5. And then when we substitute 3 in, 3 cubed is 27, times 1/2, 13.5, plus 1, 14.5. So that one is going to be a closed circle. So we have an open circle at 2, 5, but we already drew a closed circle at 2, 5. So the open circle and the closed circle are in the same spot. And then we have our closed circle at 3, 14.5, which I'm going to say is right about there. And remember that this one is supposed to also look like a curve, so it may be a little bit difficult to make that happen, but just kind of do something so that it's an effort to make it not too straight. And there we have it.